Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. We are back with a combination haul. How's that? We have a few things from the Goodwill bins. We have a estate sale, garage sale, and some miscellaneous garage sale. Because what happened was, and before we get into that, so today, get up, come to my shop like I usually do, and I get here and I walk in the front door and one of the other tenants is upstairs and we're talking, and I go to use my key and I can't open the door, and I just noticed I'm a little crooked. There we go. And I can't open the door. So my door to my space. And I'm like, why isn't the lock working? And then he started telling me that the building was broken into last night. And I go, oh, I was a little distracted when I came in, and I just noticed at that point that the window was open. He says, yeah, somebody broke in, and fortunately there's 4 offices in the space that I rent from. There's 4 offices, but nothing got broken into as far as those offices, as far as they didn't get into any of our rooms. But they did in another section of the building. They got in and stole some stuff out of another building. But I was like, as I was trying the key in my lock, I suddenly realized that the door knob and the scutcheon plate behind it were damaged. So they had tried to get in to my space. Now, I don't think they knew what was in my space. I think they were thinking it connected to the rest of the building, which it doesn't. But obviously they couldn't get in, so they gave up. But I couldn't get in either. So and fortunately they said the landlord was on his way over, so he got here. We, worked on it a little bit, couldn't get it open, so he called the maintenance guy. He couldn't get here till like noon. So my morning was all disrupted today. So honestly, it worked out well. I went down to the Pink Elephant, redid some shelves down there, and I did a video. So those of you who've been waiting for a video of the Pink Elephant spaces that I have, and then I did a brief tour of the upper levels of the Pink Elephant. So that'll be coming out probably in the next 2 weeks, so be sure to watch for that. It depends on how much editing I have to do for that video. But so I went down there, that was good. So I got my shelves redone so they look better. I actually only pulled a few things. I thought I was going to be pulling more merchandise out, but for now I only pulled a few things. Then I went to the coffee shop, got myself an iced coffee, cold brew. Just had a nice relaxing morning, considering I was planning on this crazy morning with 1,000 things to do. It actually was very nice to slow down, not be too crazed, and have this stuff going. And I'm a morning person, so mornings are my prime time. But yeah, so it was nice. So now I've got a lot of work to do this afternoon. So let's get into the haul here. So I'm gonna do the bins first, and then I'm gonna show what I remember I got from the garage estate sale, which was really a good sale, and then the miscellaneous stuff I picked up on garage sales on my way back, because I kept running into garage sale signs. So yeah, you gotta stop when you see garage sale signs, right? So I was super excited at the bins because I found some vintage Christmas. This is one of these beautiful bottle brush trees with the ornaments in it. It is a Holt Howard, made in Japan. Still got the sticker on it. It does have a broken bulb there and one of the large bulbs there. So I do have some of these smaller bulbs, so I'm thinking about even taking this out and seeing if I can, they're just glued into the tree, and seeing if I can repair that a little bit. I don't have these tiny ones, so I might just leave that as is. And I might leave that as is, because honestly, they're both on the same side, so if you have that turned to the back, you don't notice it. But I was amazed at how much these Holt Howard trees go for. These are listing from $50 to $250. No idea why, but I was happy. And then look at this one. It's fabulous plastic Christmas tree with the plastic stand. It's marked Hong Kong on it, on each of the legs. Oh, I just thought those were awesome. And they were just sitting in the bins waiting for me. I love when the bins wait for me. So picked up this little vintage donkey toothpick holder, made in Japan, stamped very clearly on the bottom. And it even comes with toothpicks. I thought that was interesting. Found this beautiful white personal creamer, made in Norway. That's a good brand. I don't know how to pronounce it. Porsgrund? Porsgrund? So, that was fun. And Bolo, if you guys see Pyrex lids by themselves, pick them up, because these sometimes can be worth as much as the set of Pyrex. So I picked up this little one. This is a 680-C, small one, but this sells for $15 for this one little lid. Because you know what happens, the lids get broken. So people need replacement lids. They're willing to pay a little more for an official Pyrex. Then I found, this is a Vera Newman linen. I assume these were probably napkins. There's probably a whole set, but look at that beautiful fall scene. Here's her logo, Vera. So this will be nice. It's a good time to get this because it's fall's coming up, so it's only July, but you know, merchandising for fall is coming up, so it's a good time to have those. And then, okay, this is a lot. I didn't find a lot at the bin. Oh, I found a few books too. I got to show you those. But but I was excited about what I did find. I've spent $13 today. Found this tuning. This is a medical tuning fork. You probably can't hear it, but I don't know. I have a thing for tuning forks. But the other thing I picked up, or dropped, and then picked up, are these clamps, medical clamps. They look like scissors, but they're clamps. So when they're doing surgery and they say clamp, these are the kind of clamps they use, because they hook and they stay clamped. But these are, I use these for other things, like when you're trying to hold certain things or whatever. These are great little clamps to use for crafting, for fixing things. So I pick them up when I find them, and they're only, you know, I mean, I'm paying maybe 25 cents for them. Two of these are US made and one is made in Germany. They're stainless steel, they're medical grade, so they're easily disinfected and cleaned. And there were a bunch of other things in the bag, but I just pulled those out of the bag. And then the books I got was Candide by Voltaire. Again, I try to pick up major authors, major titles. Those seem to do the best. I picked this up, I just thought it was awesome. American Red Cross First Aid Textbook. Now this is actually from World War II, is the date. This was published in 1945. It's not a first edition. It's revised. That's the first key when it says revised. You know it's not a first edition. But I just thought it was a fun little first aid booklet. Oh look, chairs used as a litter being something to carry people on, not a cat birthing time. Then I picked up this one, A Leaf in the Storm, a novel of war-swept China. Again, this is dating from the 1940s, 1941. This one is a first edition. I haven't looked it up to see what it's worth. But I did go, one of the garage sales, I picked up this book, Edgar Allan Poe, Complete Tales and Poems. So this is all of his. This is a Barnes & Noble's book, but it's one of the fancier editions with the ribbed spine and the gold gilding on the edges of the papers and on the leather. It is a leather-bound edition. This is actually from 1992. I paid $5 for this. That's a lot for me to pay for a book. Not something I normally would do. These types of books, I can easily, I haven't looked this one up, but $20 to $25 at the Pink Elephant all day long for a book like this, especially considering it's black. Edgar Allan Poe with the Raven, great item. People pick these up. Then at the same garage sale, I picked this up out of the free box. Apples to Apples dice game. We like playing Apples to Apples, so, but it's a different version of it, so that's cool. And then, as you guys, my longtime subscribers know, I love artwork and different forms of art. And so at this one garage sale, the one I got the Edgar Allan Poe book at, their daughter was a potter. She's studying pottery at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. And so they were selling some of her pots, and I thought she did a beautiful job. This is actually one she did in high school. So they told me the story behind this. I paid $3 for this beautiful little pot. But apparently she did not like it, the artist. She made it in high school. It's a wood-fired kiln, so that's why you get all these burnt marks on there. But I thought it was awesome, so I put the little note in there with the name, and you know, because I do expect her work to go up in value, and this being an earlier piece, hopefully, even though she doesn't like it, hopefully it will be valuable someday. So it's one of the things to do if you can get in on the early days of pottery. It's definitely helpful. Another garage sale, picked up 2 Starbucks mugs. This one, it doesn't have a date on it, but it's just a plain Starbucks. It does have a couple scratches on it, but I thought it was a nice mug. But this one, oh, I forgot these 2 items in there too. The Starbucks Christmas mug. This is the Sneaky Shaking of Presents mug. This is from 2000, so this is actually an older one, 22 years old. So this one would be considered vintage. It's the large, I think it's like a 16-ounce mug. It's huge. Paid $1 for it. This one sells for $15. I thought it'd be worth a little more, but it's a $15 mug. And I picked up this Swiss Army, yeah, that's the brand, Swiss Army chronograph watch. She said it just needs a new battery, so I'll put a new battery in and see if it works. It's a chronograph, which means it has the stopwatch function and some of that. So if this works, it's a $150 watch. I paid for these 3 items, this ring, which is 18 karat gold plated. She said it was at her grandmother's, but it's marked 18 karat gold filled. I'm sorry, not gold plated, gold filled. What is it? 18 karat GE, gold electric fill. That's electroplated. I'm sorry, I'm all confused today. But I just thought that was an awesome ring. And this sterling silver Mexican bracelet. And this watch I paid $30 for everything. For the 2 mugs and the 3 items. But this watch alone is where the money is going to be made in that lot. All right, now back to the original garage sale that I went to. And the exciting thing about this garage sale is it started at 7 o'clock. And I've told you guys before, I'm an early morning person, so I love early morning garage sales. And so I got there to quarter till. There was a line waiting, needless to say, because she had some fabulous stuff. And I knew there was pieces that I probably would get grabbed before I got into the house, because there's so many people. And you know, she had some great Halloween blow molds, and you know, the pricing was one of those things where it was really good or it was really bad, really low or really high. So depending upon your perspective, if you're a collector, it would have been a good deal. If you're a reseller, not so much. But I did find these beautiful candlesticks, hand painted with this beautiful little leaf and floral design on it. Goes from green, fades to the white with a little ombre effect. $1 for the pair. Sweet, I'll take it. I just thought they were fabulous. And since my daughter and I have been working on reorganizing stuff, I found out I have quite a few candlestick holders. Didn't realize I had so many until we were trying to put everything together. And then on the one shelf was this tin with this nativity scene in it, and it had a tag, all for $1. Sweet. Now, this is a made in Taiwan nativity scene, but they're all in excellent condition. Many times these are all dinged up and knocked around. Now, he does have a nose problem. But for the most part, they're in very good condition. Looks like somebody had a problem with noses. Even Mary's nose got dinged. Shepherd's nose, uh-oh. Oh, the wise man, he has a good nose. This is a different wise man. He's from a different set, but and even Jesus' nose. Somebody had a nose problem. That's weird. I never noticed that. The lamb is good though. So I paid $1 for the whole set. So I definitely think that was worth it. They are ceramic. So, and I got the tin. The tin alone is worth that kind of money. That's a beautiful design on the tin. It's not marked for name. And then, oh yeah, okay, so here we go. Me and my silver. I love silver, 50 cents. I said absolutely, even if it's silver plate, it's got a beautiful design, beautiful little handle. It's a gravy boat, or a creamer could be, but more than likely gravy boat. So, and I just grabbed it because it was 50 cents, but I thought this looks more like real silver than silver plate. And on the bottom, it has the number 830. I don't know if you can see it right there. That means it is silver. It's not sterling silver, but it's 83% silver, basically. So, exciting. That was a good find. Then, oh, I forgot this came from the bins too. I found a Styrofoam Santa, vintage, 29 cents. So that was just a good find. These were the first things I picked up because while we were waiting in line, we were out in the driveway and they had tons of stuff in the driveway. So I grabbed these two Halloween scarves. This one, jack-o'-lanterns. This is an Echo brand. And Echo is a good quality scarf. I should be able to, I'm going to put these out at the Pink Elephant because again, we do a lot of vintage Halloween at the Pink Elephant. But the Echo scarf is probably $15. I paid $1 each for these. Just trying to see if there's a tag on this one. So this one I might just put like $5 on it or so. Yeah, there's no tag. So, but nice scarves. Look at this adorable little puppy planter for $1. Then they'd have other planters for $5. I didn't quite understand. Made in Japan, in great shape, no chips or cracks. So I'm going to do a whatnot sale where I sell a lot of these miniature planters. So not sure when yet, but I'm doing a collection of them. I'm back on my chicken theme. It's one of the reasons I went to this sale. She did have some vintage chicken items. Now these are Anchor Hocking. They're stamped on the bottom. Oh, no, these are France. I'm sorry. It's that other one that's Anchor Hocking. These are French cordial cups with the chicken. Never saw those. I haven't looked these up yet. There's the ARC. So let's see what those are worth. They're clear glass, so they won't be worth as much, but well, let's just get the rest of the chickens out of the way then. Egg cup chicken in yellow, and then one in red. 50 cents each on those. I'll take them all day long. I did find this Rooster planter, small one, for $1. I think she bought it for $3. Oh, there were a lot of stuff that still had the stickers where she bought them from. Okay, that's the rest of the chickens. So I bought these cobalt blue salt and pepper shakers, $3 for the set. But I just love the design. I haven't looked those up either. Could be locked out this morning. I'm way behind. Uranium glass creamer. Love the step design, Art Deco, in excellent condition, no chips or cracks. It does glow under black light. What did I pay for this? $3. So definitely worth it for that. Picked up these two made in Italy frames with these beautiful children, $1.50 each. So I'll probably sell this set for $15 is my plan. I do well with those kind of frames. Picked up this Slag glass vase. This is marked Vogue Merck Company, New York City. Beautiful slag glass. This was $10 to $15, so I probably overpaid for that just a little bit, but I've never seen one of these. This is a Blowfish, I think, right? Sure looked like a blowfish. Paid $1 for him. He's a glass trinket dish. Anchor Hawking. It's got their symbol on the bottom. USA. I thought he was awesome. For $1, couldn't pass him up. Free box, stapler. It works. I'll take it. You can always use a stapler. This is the one that has me perplexed in the sense that I've never seen one quite like this. I believe this is to represent a butcher and a meat grinder. It's a wall pocket, so you hang it on the wall, and it's got the little things to keep it even on the wall, little knobs, and it's marked Hollywood. I haven't looked it up, but I've never heard of Hollywood pottery. It's copyright Hollywood, it says. So I'm like, well, that could be interesting. And what did I pay for this? $2. Oh. Bad. You see it live, well, not live, but I just broke it. Crap. Oh well. We'll look it up and see how much money I just lost. Some days. We'll move on to the next one. 50 cents for this beautiful little girl planter. It's very cute. I think this is Royal Copley. It's got the 2 small bars. I'll have to look it up. I have a Royal Copley catalog at home. Cute little bird for $1. And again, those things do well down at the Pink Elephant. And I picked this one up. This is a old creamer. It is cracked, but again, I paid 25 cents for it. With the dog handle, I just thought it was adorable. So made in Japan, lusterware with a lot of wear. So it was used. Somebody really loved this little creamer. And that was a broken Mr. Butcher. That is my haul. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll catch you next time.